Alright, the final game of the final round of RandomNet, Jank Netrunner tourney on the 20th of Feb, hosted by Phoenix Games in Stourbridge. So, in this last round we have on the left Kilby, Jonathan Kilby, playing Custom Biotics, the weird HB ID. You've got 22 influence, but you can't splash an Agent Techie. Versus James, who is running as Reina Roja, who we saw in the first round, which is kind of arguably a pretty standard headlock slash DLR build. But Custom Biotics, that could be anything. Anything except Junebergs, right? Yeah, so Kilby immediately doesn't like his starting hand, so he's going to shuffle up. James having a look, seems happy with that. So let's see a Mimic, I think there was a Parasite as well. Oh sorry, no, a Queen's Gambit. Yeah, so Custom Biotics, no idea. But usually what a common play is to mid-seasons and psychographics. It's possible to splash both out of that faction. So there's an Eve going down. We've got a Jackson as well, and an NEPD contract in hand. 2 ice, protecting R&D and HQ. It's pretty standard. Passing the turn, James draws a card, checks the remote. It's an Eve. It's not going to trash. And then Queen's Gambit, yeah, so check Queen's Gambit. Again, pretty legit. So draw, run, and Queen's Gambit to gain 6. Pretty good. Mandatory draw. And what's he got? Ice, which was tempted to be over archives. I think technically you've missed the Eve trigger, so that's a install over archives, interesting enough. Draw, and that's a break of Bay. Surely, yeah, he's going to plonk onto top of Eve. And before any nonsense, he's going to insta-res both of them. Again, any kind of weird drive-by shenanigans, or more likely he's thinking more Queen's Gambit, seeing as that is a safe target.
That's my credit. Yes. 5 credits.
Yeah, then passes the turn.
I'll liberate.
So liberated. For just a bit more money, right? And then taking some liberated money.
I'll do it again.
Liberate a second time. And a third time.
Then last click, I'll run your Eve remote. Okay.
And final click, he's running to trash the Eve and break a base, so doesn't want to Kilby to get too much of a credit advantage.
First click, second click,
So dropping the Jackson, drawing 2.
third click.
And third click, I believe that's a hedge fund.
I'll draw first click.
So James drawing, not sure what he's drawing. He's not. Doesn't want to poke the centrals. Installs a Mimic. Doesn't seem too bad. So install, then a Jackson draw. Probably would want to do those the other way around. Draw the cards earlier in your turn. And third click, install new remote, piece of ice. So, oh, yes, it's a new remote. Possibly the beginnings of a score remote. I think I saw double ash in hand. James drops a medium, click 1, and going to threaten, click 2. And paying the brain attacks. Both of them lean in. What's this do again? It's a troll. Troll is technically a sentry, but doesn't have any subroutines, so it's just a simple trace. where the runner could lose a click.
Lose a click. You either must lose a click or in the road. So I'll just lose a click.
Troll, what a great piece of ice. I mean, so you pay that and C1. Actually, I think he did just lose a click, actually. So, well, not too bad on his own. And that's a hard res of the Eve. Kilby a bit desperate. I think he wants to get a bit more money. R&D's looking a little vulnerable. So I think for the cost of 2 clicks, James can have a look and see some cards. Which doesn't seem ultimately terrible. No need to fear the snare. It can't be in this deck.
I'll draw first click. Yep. I'll liberate second.
Drawing, grabbing some money. I think he drew into David.
Third, I'll data sucker.
No, sorry, his third is a sucker.
And fourth, I'll
I think he wanted to run R&D, but
install a spinal modem. That might actually be a bad idea. With that on the deck.
yeah, so installing a spinal modem, realizing that whenever there's an unsuccessful trace, he will suffer a brain damage. And the troll is indeed a trace that he can't break, so he basically needs to make sure that he always has more money than Kilby, or he'll be taking a brain. And then install an upgrade into R&D and take your money. And again, Spinal Motor does grant 2 recurring credits for Icebreakers. Installing a Fall Guy, same old thing. And yet Kilby getting some more money, so yeah, the troll looking a little stronger now in R&D. If he was to get a second troll, surely he's running all 3, that'd be pretty darn great. But no, we're building that remote, popping something in. So I think, don't know if he's going for the score, but I think that might be the Ash.
Third click up to you. Okay, I'll change that to 5. So 11 credits, just so you're aware.
I think Kilby's hovering. I think that's 11 credits. I believe it's more than James. So he's playing I've had worse for the card draw. Digging for something. So perhaps James is just going to switch to the DLR mill strategy. Perhaps that's what he's digging for. Maybe let himself have another. Oh no, but we're going to check the remote. And we just want some more trolls, don't we? And then, speak of the devil, there is the troll.
Yeah. So you got 2 credits.
You got 2 credits, and yep. So as you point out, there's an unsuccessful trace.
Whether you need to be another 2 credits, wouldn't it? No, just another 1 credit, then you can't beat me.
Yeah. So he'll be boost the trace by 1.
1 link.
Oh yeah, and we just point out the rain attacks as well. But yeah, and he suffers a brain and a Fall Guy. And he continues. Is it another troll? That would be glorious. He's not going to res that, but he's going to res the Ash, which, again, James being low on credits means he cannot trash. So ultimately, the run cost him a brain.
I'll take it while you're giving me the option. Yeah.
And oh yes, just to point out, that was a trace on the Ash, which he couldn't boost either, and so that's another brain damage. Wow. Okay. This must be an absolute. And just ditching the paparazzi, so down to 2 brain damage, down to a max hand size of 3. Okay. And now it's just a case of just slamming an agenda into the remote, surely. So 1, 2 cards go in, possibly another Ash. and a Jackson draw final click.
Okay, I'll press
So surely one of those must be an agenda.
and the second click draw. Yeah.
So what is James thinking? Drawing money? Perhaps trying to switch to the DLR. So there's wireless net pavilion going down. So yeah, I think James is switching gears, realizing he's not going to win this fight. Probably just looking for the DLR desperately. Joshua B. Okay, Eve pays out, and so have we got an agenda in the remote? So that's just a single advance. So kind of think Kilby should have done that as the last click, last turn. He's just going to advance one, take some money. I guess, I think it's the NEPD, which, if James wants to avoid the ash traces, the troll traces, he'd have to invest money, and then he wouldn't be able to score the NEPD. So, I don't know. This kind of trying to baiting out more brain damage is interesting play. Will he go for it? James does have a sure gamble in hand. It's Eve paying out. Gets the mandatory. And then, yeah, going to score out. Oh, and it wasn't the APD, it was a Vitruvius. It's not on screen, but it was a Vitruvius counter. Advanced by 1, so it's he's able to spend the Vitruvius counter to grab something from archives. Possibly an Eve, and Eve looks good. James, meanwhile, finds a liberated, so he's going to attempt to fight those traces. I don't know if Kilby has any kill cards. Again, Custom Biotics has got enough influence to fit Scorch in. And with a max hand size of 3, I think the worst thing James can do is get tagged. Really having the gem. So he's going to use the Vitruvius straight away. Grabs a face down, plonks it into the remote, and advances. And then with quick left, takes a credit. Wow, and yeah, James having that spiral mode, and it's just turned on this Custom Biotics deck. Although he has been doing well to get to this top table, going to the final round. Yeah, Kilby just takes credit, final click.
Second, I'll run HQ Reina.
Second, so James is going to attempt HQ. Is it for troll? It's a Viper, which means more traces. Oh dear, the nervous chuckle.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So yeah, there were not 1 but 2 traces, which could mean 2 brain damage. It's a Kogate. James cannot break it, so yeah, he's going to boost it to suffer some brain damage. Brilliant.
And then the next one, end the run.
Yeah, so he's taking the brain damage, but he needs to suffer loss of card as well.
Which I will. Because I'm going to take these brain damage while I can give them to you.
Yep. So that's 2 more brain damage. He didn't suffer the card, so yep, now we're going to sort that out. So it is 1 at a time, but yep, that's fine. He does get an access, which means that is a data sucker.
Install David, just so I'll lose a card otherwise. Oh dear.
It's all David, which I believe he pays for. And again, that's not going to help him with the Viper.
Mandatory draw. Hedge fund.
So hedge fund, and then 1-2 on the remote. Or is that the NEPD? Again, pretty safe in the remote as it stands. So yeah, hedge fund will take it to money. He was pretty confident that with all these traces on his ice that James basically can't compete while he's behind on credits.
Take 4.
Spiral Modem. This is why no one runs that card.
I'll run
Especially in the thanks to Dame and Destiny, there are a lot of tracer ice out there. So he's just going to run archives. So just going to show him the goodies. So basically all of his economy is in there. There is an archives run that does get a data super token, and he drops the DLR.
Install only if you pay to run on the central server.
Yeah.
Over to me.
Do not forget your. So I think we're missing 2 sucker tokens. So yes, knowing that, it's time to score the agenda. So yeah, and he scores the NEPD contract out of the remote to take him up to 4 points. So now it's a case where James just needs that tag. So it might be probably from Joshua B. He did discard 1 earlier, so I think he's just looking for 1 now. So if he's found 1, that's when the milling begins, and then it is just a race.
That was 2. Then I'll install for 1.
And there he is, Joshua B. Okay, so at the end of his next turn, he'll be tagged and enable the data leak reversal, and then he'll start milling 5 times. So based on having a hand size of 1, the sort of the mill strategy, the mill win condition is probably the only one available to him now, just discarding a pound. So Kilby needs to start seeing those agendas. Let's install new remote, install in and B. Oh, and gain 1.
Gain a click and gain a tag.
Well, you gain a tag at the end of your turn, so let's be careful we're not. DLR is not active yet.
So that was that. I can't technically deal.
So first click with play knife head worse. Possibly after a
Oh no, it comes at the end.
Second I'll draw.
drawing, maybe looking for another 4 guy.
I'll liberate. 4th I'll liberate.
Gonna liberate a bunch. Liberate twice for 8 credits.
And then last click I'll install another liberate.
And install another liberator.
Now I can.
So Adonis went into the remote, so gonna res that for a net 1. I've got time for break of A. And the other card that went in the remote, was that our agenda?
Oh, I need to discard. Sorry, I'll discard a wireless.
Yeah.
Fucking scandal.
Okay. 2 clicks.
Yeah.
2 credits, sorry, trash dealer.
Right. Wait a sec.
Because you got a tag and
I have got a tag. It's 4 credits to trash it.
Ah, so he's looking to trash,
I'll use a full
but
to stop it.
Wireless Net Pavilion means you have to spend 4 to get rid of the 4 guys to start.
now getting 2 credits. Up to you. Waste of a turn. Oh well. You learn.
Okay, it's probably the most sensible thing to do.
Guys, I'm going to take the Joshua B tag again, sorry.
Hopefully with the Adonis drip.
No.
So there's no res on the
Sucker.
and again,
Yeah.
thing there. I think a Turing added on.
Second click, install Yod.
So he's going to drop a Yogg. Again, that's not going to help with the Viper, so it's a bit of an interesting. I guess he just wants to play it out of hand rather than discard.
Third and fourth, I'll same old thing. Count Cypher.
Same old thing at count cipher.
Yeah. So Yod just breaks out for free, gets a data sucker back.
Ah, but he does have the sucker, so yeah. So if he spends a sucker and Young, he can get through and steal the money. So yeah, siphoning Kilby just to prevent him from, I guess, trashing the Wireless Net Pavilion next, and then the DLR.
Last click on mill card.
And then does a mill, so it would cost him 6. 4 for the Wireless Net Pavilion, then the Data Leak Reversal, which 3 coming in at the start of turn might be worth it. It's all new remote, and then double advance that one. So the fact Kilby's on 4 points now means you must be interested. Like if that's the win, that could be a 3-pointer.
1, 2, 3, 4. My turn going 3. Yeah, and win.
And yeah, and there it takes it. The 3-pointer, the global food waiting in the, and a bit of a muted response. Maybe it'd end, but yeah, like I think it's the 4 brain damage that basically scared James off the off running them. Oh, and he's also running surveillance sweep, which meant the traces. The runner has to put the money in first. So, oh, truly evil deck here. And yeah, but Spiral Modem was ultimately James's downfall. So yeah, that's it. Do want to point out that in the game that I wasn't part of, I managed to get the Philotic kill. I think I managed to play 24/7 News Cycle twice to do 2 lots of 2 net damage to flatline a resource-heavy wizard that I faced in the final round. But yeah, that was RandomNet. Hopefully we'll be doing more like this in the future.